everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you had a fabulous weekend and a wonderful Father's Day. We just kind of had a nice relaxing time. It rained here in Florida, so we just kind of hung out in front of my favorite place, the TV set, and just kind of ate and ate. Anyway, today we have something new from Anastasia Beverly Hills. We have the Alyssa Edwards palette. This is going to run you $45. I love the packaging because I love pink and I love hot pink, and I just really love the little, eyes in the front. It is a really nice light palette. It's her standard palette. Then when you open it, you get the little mirror, and then you get these gorgeous colors, and it does come with the little brush that she normally puts inside of her palette. So let's read a little bit about it. So it says, a collaboration between Anastasia Beverly Hills and Alyssa Edwards. This limited edition palette features Alyssa's must-have eyeshadows and pressed pigments for gorgeous looks. Okay, so created in collaboration with drag queen extraordinaire and star of RuPaul's Drag Race, Alyssa Edwards' this limited edition palette features 14 all-new shades and pressed pigments, including 11 mattes and 3 metallics for creating vivacious looks for day and night. Okay, so again, here is the palette, and these are the colors in the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch some of these colors for you. Okay, so the first one we have is Headliner, which is a super pigmented white. It is really nice and buildable. It's actually not swatching as good as it really does look. Okay, when you put it on your eyes. Then we have Inspired, Unicorn Tribe, Brick Road, Texas Made, Dream It, Back Rolls. Then we go on the other side. We have The Supreme, which is a gorgeous transitional color. We have HOE, DDG, BBDC, which is the color I'm wearing on my eyes right now. Then we have Beyond, Believe, and then lastly we have Beast. And these are the colors. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and go into the demo to look at how I created this look. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of the Milani eye primer. I just like to place a little bit on my lid. Sometimes I don't like to put too much. I feel like sometimes it kind of disrupts the color a little bit, but in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and add some on there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Supreme, which is like this really pretty transitional color. And I'm just going to blend that all over my lid. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of go towards my eyebrow. I'm going to go a little higher than what I normally do. And then I'm going to go past my brow and just really blend it out. And I'm just going in a circular motion, and then I'm going to go into the inner corners of my eye. And I'm basically just going to cover my entire eyelid with that color. Going in with Unicorn Tribe, and I'm just going to buff that in and focus mainly on the lower part of my lid and just slightly buff it out because I still want to see that other color that I just laid down. And I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that came with the palette. Okay, using the same brush, I'm going to go into BBDC, which is this really pretty deep plum color. And then I'm just going to mainly focus on the lower lid and just buff that out. Now this color does seem to get a little bit sheer. So I'm just going to buff it out, and then I'm going to get a different flat brush, and then I'm just going to pack that color. I don't know if you could see that's getting sheer. Okay, now I'm going to switch brushes. Okay, so I got a flat brush. I believe this is a crown brush. I'm going to go into that color, and then I'm just going to pack it on there. And I'm mainly going to focus on the lower part of my lid. And some of these colors do get a little sheer. So I feel like it's best if you just kind of buff it and then switch into a flat brush like I did with this color. Okay, so I still have a couple patches, so I'm going to take my Evian spray. I don't know if you saw that cat flying. And then, did I say cat or cap? And then I'm going to still go into that BBDC color, and then I'm just going to press it on those areas that are patchy. And then I'm just kind of work that little moon area right there. Okay, so now I'm taking a little Lexi brush and I'm going into my little color switch, and I'm taking some of that color off. And then I'm going to go in and just kind of blend everything out. I just want to use a little brush just to make sure I get everything. So that I just marry all these colors together. And I'm just going in a circular motion. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the brush around and I'm going to go into that unicorn tribe. And I'm just going to smoke my lower lid with it. This palette does not have a lot of kickback, by the way. Like, I don't have a lot of fallout going on. So I'm just going to go in the inner corners, and then I'm going to start dragging that color down a little bit. And I'm connecting it to the upper lid, and I'm just going to smoke that out. Okay, now I'm going to go into BBDC, and then I'm going to focus in the outer corners of the eye. And I'm kind of digging that color into the lash line. So it kind of touches my waterline, so it just makes this color a little bit more intense. And then I'm just kind of dragging that color down again. Then I'm going to take the fluffy side and just blend everything out. Okay, so I went ahead and did the other eye. It's driving me nuts right there because it is patchy and I can't really blend it out too good. So that's a little frustrating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go into this color right here. It's more of a shimmery color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remedy that with this color. I'm going to just kind of place that on top. And it's just going to make everything else look really nice and smooth. I don't know if you could see the patchiness on there. I'm going to just press that on there. And you can see right here, it's patchy. Okay, now I'm just kind of trying to press, sorry the camera's moving, Trying to press that color on there just to make everything look really nice and blended. And I'm still getting patchiness. And then right here, the color is completely fading. I'm having issues. And my eye is not tearing up. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm just going to keep pressing that so that you don't see that. So you'll see that it's not blending very well. And these purples are harder to make too. I'm going to press it with my finger there. Because the color just, the more you kind of mess with it, the patchier it gets. It's almost like you just have to leave it alone. So I went ahead to the rest of my makeup and I did my lashes and stuff. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into this golden color right here. And I'm just going to press a little bit on my eyelid in the middle, just to give it a little extra sparkle. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and take that black. I'm going to wet my brush a little bit. And then I'm going to go in the waterline. And then I'm just going to dig that color right into the lash line. So my final thoughts on this little beauty right here, as much as I love it, I love the packaging. I think the colors inside are just absolutely stunning. I did have a couple of problems with them. As far as like the blue and the purple and the color that I'm wearing right now, I felt like it got a little bit too patchy for me. I did use a little bit of primer, my Milani, and it didn't stick or anything like that. When I used other ones that were a little bit on the tackier side, I felt like I couldn't really blend out the color. Some of these colors do work nicely without a primer, like these two right here. I didn't have to use a primer. They were super vibrant. The yellow is great. So as far as the blue and the purple and the color I'm wearing did get patchy, I felt like if I went in, which I did, with a fluffy brush, they started getting really thin. So I had to go back in with a flat brush or my finger just to pack that color, because these are really nice and packed in there. Now these two colors right here, beautiful, they blend out beautiful, but just keep in mind, I did play with these for a couple of days and it did stain my eyes. I've had pink eyelids for the last couple of days. Now this is a palette that you could use during the day and the evening, because it does have like your browns and your blacks. I have these gorgeous colors right here that you could mix, you know, with the black and the brown, or this really nice golden color. You know, I love just using a nice wash of golden color by itself. So I feel like you could really do a lot with this palette. It's not a palette, to be quite honest, that that you really need to go out and get. I feel like I have some of these colors in my collection. The only thing is that they're all right here in a small little packaging. Anyway, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up and I'll see you again for my next video. Bye.